The Starship launch was very recent, on August 26 at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and most of you have probably watched it as it was very significant. But I will give you a more in-depth Starship launch analysis. The first thing is that one of the center ring thrusters on the Starship stopped working very early in the launch. But even with that centering thruster not working, they used one of the slightly outer ring ones to balance the thrusting, and it still worked. Another thing that happened was the dummy Starlink deployment. So they made like these dummy Starlink satellites to act as Starlink satellites, and it deployed in the Pez dispenser like mechanism which is on the Starship. While there was a violent explosive drop of super heavy booster at landing at ocean, as it was trying to imitate getting caught by the Mechazilla arms at landing, but in the middle of the ocean, and it was pretending that there were arms there. And as soon as it thought that the arms had caught it, it had dropped to the water and it had exploded. But it was still overall successful. And then when the actual Starship had been landing, you could see it's orange, charred, all of that, which shows that the heat shield must have taken a lot of damage. And you could see the aft fins down at the bottom had a lot of damage on them, which means that even though SpaceX has been taking out a lot of heat shield towers, they need to keep some of them or more stronger ones so that it actually works. So to summarize, there was one of the centering thrusters which had stopped working early in flight. There was a dummy Starlink deployment, a violent explosive drop at super heavy booster at landing, which thought it was getting caught by Mechazilla arms, and there was an orange charged Starship seen at landing. I feel like Flight 11 will be in around a month or a month and a half, as this was a complete success, but SpaceX will still have to test the new Starship model and also make sure that it has all the fixes that it needs to. If you want more shorts about space, rockets, and tech, subscribe.